Hi, welcome back to the channel. Let's see which zodiac sign gets the next reading. Taurus, welcome back, Taurus. People and placements, let's dive in. Something could feel a little dark at this time. We do have Uranus in Taurus right now, which is squaring off with the Sun in Aquarius right now, as well as Pluto in Aquarius, and Mercury in Aquarius, I believe. So anything else for Taurus energy? All right, there could be something about a home situation or something emotional here. There could be changes or something about the speed at which things are changing could be, affecting you in some way. Yeah, this could have been something that like either causes a lot of burdens or there's something about a lot of burdens. You could be keeping this private as well. This could be something emotionally, or you could feel like a sense of rejection or just feel like detached or disconnected emotionally. Interesting. There might also be the need for you to reject something and just avoid conflict at this time, especially with Mars still kind of in retrograde, not going direct until the end of the month in Cancer, which rules real estate is associated with the Chariot card. Any other, you could feel like overburdened at this time, right? You could be trying to plan for the future, but it's hard to plan when things are changing still, right? So it could be coming out of a love situation or something about your emotions is definitely there's a need to like move beyond some kind of like emotional situation or pattern or something like that. But we're gonna pull some advice. Yeah, there's some kind of healing potential here, and I feel like it's actually going to bring stability as well. So there's something innovative changing. There could be like a transmuting of energies here, but it might require you to like disconnect or leave something behind, and that's what establishes that peace. And you could be doing this in private, but yeah, you could have like conflicting thoughts or like maybe trouble sleeping or just like you feel like you're not seeing the whole picture. Taurus, messages for Taurus. Kelly Kalmasa Nassini. Okay, very interesting. 42. Yeah, this could be about real estate or finances or self-esteem and your health or your work. Daily routine. Service. She devours darkness with her endless hunger for light, peace, and redemption. She reaches the deepest places, the darkest spaces, relentless in her pursuit of the lost and despairing. No soul will ever be forgotten, abandoned, or betrayed by her. Those that believe in their own guilt, their sin, their shame, evoke her mighty tenderness as she feasts upon darkness that threatens to consume them, alleviating the weight of their suffering, allowing their hearts to become light and free. The name Kali Kalmasi Nasini translates as she who consumes sin. She destroys ill intent. She eradicates mistakes. Here is Kali as the supreme divine weapon. She is the archer and the arrow. She is the divine mind unleashed so it can raise anything built on negative foundations and who vanquishes all evil. Hers is the power of Pashupatrastra. This is a Sanskrit word which refers to the ultimate spiritual weapon as the capacity to neutralize every other weapon in the universe. This divine weapon can be unleashed in numerous ways, whether its power is delivered by arrow or sword or a release of a thought, glance, or sound from the divine mind. Its action is unequivocal and swift, so praying could be important. In the blink of an eye, something once considered as solid as a rock is reduced to nothing. So this could be maybe somebody local to you, a friend. You could have thought there was potential here or something like that, or even Gemini energy. Could be a Gemini. The manifestation of this power is so great that we must take pause to consider our motivations of kindness and detachment when connecting with this form of Kalima, or indeed any of her forms. Fear can make our intentions and actions unnecessarily aggressive. Better to come to Kali from a place of a gentle heart and wavering firmness of sanctuary in our wisdom. Better to recognize that our wisdom, rather than our own point of view, can accomplish the best outcome for all beings. Better to trust in her divine justice and mercy than your concerns about whether you or another will be held karmically accountable for their actions. You can release all such concerns and simply trust. This will bring peace to your mind. That temperance card, right? Allow you to let go of the past, your mistakes, and the errors of others without being harmed. You will learn, but you will not suffer. Yeah, so this is like if you continue to repeat mistakes or like send in ill intent, even just thinking negatively sends ill intent into their aura, that has bad karmic effects, right? That's why we reincarnate. This brings spiritual benefit to all beings. There is a commonly held view that the more powerful you become, the more aggressive or forceful you must be. The Divine Mother offers a different perspective. You can be simultaneously fierce towards ego and kind towards the heart. With true power comes wisdom, and wisdom knows when to be gentle and how to obtain even greater outcomes through tenderness rather than force. Sometimes a strong and unwavering approach, even a sacred rage, may be necessary to accomplish a task, but more often than not, there will be another way, and that's because war causes nothing but destruction. It's just an outlet for energy that and force and conquest that should be directed in a more suitable, sustainable place. Kali Kalmasa Nasini comes to us when we need to know we have so much divine support for our purpose that we can afford to handle what needs to happen with some care. We don't need to approach every conflict with all guns firing. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people who are like that are overly defensive kind of are insecure, right? They're projecting other emotional issues into the situation. Although the power will rise up to meet the need, we can give some breathing space for that to instinctively happen, and only to the extent necessary. The divine knows how to accomplish things in the best way. If we strengthen our inner connection to that divine wisdom, we spontaneously know how to proceed. The oracle guides you to be present and do not do only what feels correct in each moment, the oracle guides you to be present and do only what feels correct in each moment rather than try to react or decide what you think your next behavior should be. You will sense the best way to proceed as you stay true to your intuition and instincts. The Divine Mother is guiding you, and you do not need to fear, right? Do you have faith in fear? Or do you have faith in God, right? There is also the expression, what's done is done, in this emanation of the consumer of sin, Kali Masa Nasini, devours past error. This concept of sin is not intended to elicit guilt or shame on our part, but to give you a sense that we can become free of what has been, to learn from it, yes, to allow it to continue to define us and direct the course of our lives, hell no. If we feel that what has been done is too great to deserve such compassion, remember the Divine Mother's blessings are only able to bring benefit to all beings. It is the human perspective that sees things in terms of winning at another's expense. In the higher and truer view, that is simply not possible. True benefit brings spiritual benefit to all beings. What is truly right in your spirit, rather than a matter of one person's opinion versus another's, is ultimately best for all. When this oracle arises, it is a call to give up the past and your stories about it, especially those that tether you to something that you have long since outgrown. Let yourself get off the hook. So stop looking to the past, basically. Trust that if you have been beaten down, you will rise with divine grace to believe in yourself and your path, and to know that ultimately your divine destiny can never be overcome. And this is important. If you're manifesting, you have to focus on the energy that you want in the future, on who you're becoming, on what you're growing. The farmer focuses on the seeds that are coming into spring, right? He's not thinking about past cycles of harvest. He's not thinking about that stuff. It's pointless because there was a different era. There were different transits. There were different things. So you've got to go with the flow. I mean, life is change. Ultimately, energy is change. That's physics. Energy and matter cannot be created nor destroyed. Taurus. Alrighty. We have they tried to drain your energy. So this was in the past, pretty past position, or maybe this has been going on for a while since the past. What is this? Stronger, wiser, and more successful than ever. So this is what they want you to come into, I think, with that sense of peace. Anything else for Taurus energy? Holy cannoli. Somebody here could be Italian. Keeps testing your reaction. Block them energetically. Guard yourself. Interesting. So there's something about like maintaining a sense of peace. Or somebody could be trying to test somebody because they're trying to gain some kind of like, they're not trying to project their own emotional issues. This could be you or somebody else, right? This is somebody who's not really working on themselves. This person is your destiny. Interesting. Came out. Financial issues. Yikes. Interesting. Start your morning with breakfast. So that could be important for your health and not overeating. And also, I think there's a healthy relationship that could be coming into you. Somebody here could have been resistant to somebody's ideas, and somebody here could be like a game changer archetype. Like they could be like changing the whole game, you know? Stay smart and stealthy. It came out in the reverse. So maybe there's something about opening up. Your light shines through any darkness, and yeah, interesting. Somebody could have been trying to pull someone out of character because they couldn't handle their own emotions, right? Stop putting energy into them, or you sacrifice what you need to put energy into, and Hecate is here. So there is some kind of transition. Hecate rules the leapfrog, the frog, right? It's the frog-headed goddess from ancient Egypt, and it's all about the transitions, the thresholds, the crossings, the roads, right, that we have to traverse. So, alrighty, Taurus animal advice, Taurus energy. Bring your ideas to life. Interesting. Transformation is beautiful. I'm going to read 43 in the reverse. I'm kind of curious if that has anything relevant. Are you feeling overwhelmed or overpowered by all that you were sensing? Are you highly sensitive now and in information overload? Very typical for Uranus rules electricity. We're in Aquarius season. Mercury is in Aquarius now, I believe, too. I think Venus too. Feeling too much and taking in too much stimulation, the antidote for overwhelm is to become grounded and return to your safe nest, so wisdom can offer you clarity and guide you on managing the flow. Take a break to ground yourself in the reality of everyday senses. Go for a walk. Perhaps you can stop to lie on the ground or hug a tree or stroll beneath the soothing sky so you can regroup and clear your energy field. Your wisdom and ability to make sense of all you are feeling and experiencing returns as Owl Spirit reminds you of your need to get clear. This could be regarding your health, daily routine as well, something about finances or the way that you speak, especially like from a self-esteem point of view. going to see if there's any last extra messages since that kind of all came out together. Like quantum jumping, quantum leaping, anything else, like aligning your energy or auric field with the, because we're changing, you know, our cells are constantly regenerating. We're constantly regenerating our electromagnetic aura. Interesting. Scorpio got similar energy, I think, or Sag. Time to go. Interesting. Coming on kind of sideways. Difficult choice. So maybe you're like you have to like transition into something, but you're not quite ready for it yet or something. Taurus, messages for Taurus. What do you need Taurus to know? Yeah, there's some kind of like always focusing on lack, always focusing on the negative, always focusing on the past, right? Avoiding something. And this is creating like stagnation in the energy. Anything else for Taurus energy? That's why they want you to have electricity. You've got to shake a paradigm. Something about your finances or your relationship to your money could be important here as well. Something about a commitment or maybe fear or taking control or a contract of some sort. There could be some need to like stay in the present moment, especially if you're going through like a family change or a home change, to solidify some kind of empowerment or enlightenment or strength coming through, so that you can actually make it out of something. You can see all that sun that's on this card. So very interesting energy for sure. Let's finish with a Celtic for Taurus. Messages for Taurus energy. Interesting. Spinning wheel. So things are definitely a changing. Yeah, I keep getting the same energy for you guys, 32. So yeah, I keep thinking it's something about like your mindset regarding your money or your self-esteem. Fate, visions, and prophecy. Interesting. I'll sell my rod, I'll sell my reel, I'll sell my only spinning wheel to buy my love a sword of steel, or so the folk song Seal a rune goes. I'll sell my rod, I'll sell my reel, I'll sell my only spinning wheel to buy my love a sword of steel. So maybe there was some kind of argument, right? There's something about like Queen of Swords energy, right? The spinning wheel was a prized possession among Celtic women who would spend hours spinning wool into yarn and making warm clothing for their clan. It was a tool, not a toy, therefore something to be valued. The spinning wheel is such an iconic tool of womanhood, it has been immortalized in fairy tales and fables. In a card reading, the spinning wheel comes to remind you that to a large extent you are spinning your own fate. You have control over your life and the direction it takes. In the past, spinning was thought to bring visions of sitting and spinning in a meditative state. This is important because it looks like you're coming into some like Ace of Pentacles energy, like a new beginning financially or long term. Every decision you make, every story you tell yourself spins the yarn of your life in a direction or another, right? Manifesting frequencies. It is up to you to make sure you're spinning the yarn that is for your highest good, one that leads to success and achievement. If you are in the habit of negative self-talk, this card is a cue to start spinning a better yarn for yourself. You are not powerless, and the future is yours to weave into being. You're going to do it anyway. So if you're in a negative state, you'll manifest a negative future, right? So this could be about dating. This could be about conflicts. This could be about tapping into your heart, into your soul, so that you can move forward in empowerment and strength and everything that Leo kind of represents and tapping into that. I'm not sure if we have anything in Leo right now, but definitely if you had any Leo placements, they'd be receiving the square from everything in Aquarius. Not that squares are bad, it's just very dynamic, right? There's something about exerting the energy and effort to create something. That's what squares demand. Whereas like a sextile, it's like a little bit, you push and you gain. The gears are turning, you know, it's easy. But squares are tough, you know, and that's why people with squares can be extremely, you know, resilient, well-built, capable individuals, because you know they look like a warrior that's kind of like a chiseled warrior, right? So hope you've enjoyed this. Please hit like, subscribe, and get a personal use in the buy me a coffee link or leave a tip through there. Take care.